You are in tune to Eats, Beats, and Rhymes, and I'm your host, Yo Jules DJ. Welcome back to another weekly episode of Who Do You Got? Tonight's a very special episode. It's a new topic that we've kind of come up with in the little, hip hop lab that we call Thursday nights for our meetings. And we decided to come up with a little theme here that basically might flourish, depending on you guys at home watching, into a volume two, because we're definitely calling this volume one, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Give it up one time for tonight's topic, best hip hop jazz songs of all time, volume one. Give it up one time. Based around the love that hip hop has for jazz music, and
Or is
again,
it the jazz sound effects?
it's got yeah. We need you don't got no just a little Kenny G, a little.
Marcellus.
You don't get that CD 101.9 jazz. You know what I'm saying? Celebrate his entire catalog. We again are touching on jazz music tonight. Again, hip hop has done this for decades already, and we've mastered it. Hip hop has mastered the hip hop jazz sample. Pardon me. So what we decided to do tonight's theme, like I said, is go over a few songs throughout the history of hip hop. Again, the era that we love to talk about, the golden era, and talk about some songs that we think definitely need a spotlight for this particular title. And one of them is walking away with the title "Best Hip Hop Jazz Song of All Time." Again, this might turn into a March Madness style thing, depending on the views that we get on this sucker. Because every Monday night we go live here on Twitch for you guys. Thanks for everybody that joins us in the chat. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. All your DSPs, if you just feel like listening to us and not watching our faces, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. And if you feel like leaving a digital tip, pause, gratuity, you know what I'm saying, in our digital panhandling cup, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes over at Cash App, and we'll greatly appreciate it towards the channel. We're going to go ahead and start things off by listing tonight's 6 bangers that we've curated together as a group, and are going to talk about these 6 records, and we're going to put them up in a battle style formation where each song will get a chance to go against each other 3 rounds respectfully, and we end up with the semifinals and go from there. First song I want to introduce tonight, I had to start out with something Queens related. It only makes sense. Shout out to DJ Hobo, who's not joining us tonight. Again, he's out coaching some kids, teaching them to stay off the dope, up with hope. You know what I mean? So DJ Hobo is not around it. Respect this Queens entry that we're bringing to the first song list for best hip hop jazz songs of all time. But we're talking about Tribe Called Quest. That's right. With an obvious track that we all know and love. I know it's titled differently, but we all know it as We Got the Jazz. It's called Jazz We've Got.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it? A little song. You might couldn't like it. So tonight's second song to follow that up. Again, another jazz banger. I know there's some Grammy association with this. I don't know if they won a Grammy, but I believe they did. We're talking about none other than Brooklyn's own Digable Planets with the rebirth of Slick. Who like that? Y'all remember. Leave it in the chat. Again, we're still rolling out songs. See if you can guess which is the next song. Because again, we got 4 more songs to list out. Again, best hip hop jazz songs of all time. And we're talking about the golden era of hip hop and how we kind of mastered the hip hop jazz samples. Let's give it up for none other than the man, rest in peace, no longer with us, but he gave us a few volumes, as a matter of fact, 3 if I'm not mistaken, of this particular series of albums, and it was amazing. Let's give it a one-time rest in peace to Guru from the Almighty Gangstar with Loungin', you know what I'm saying, off that Jazzmatazz. If you're not familiar with that Jazzmatazz, get familiar with it. Very, very dope. Again, so regular now, like, oh, jazz or hip hop, but he took it there first. I'm talking about working with some of the greats on that album. Definitely a must listen to. And I believe there's 3 separate volumes of it. And there's no real premiere involvement with it. It's Guru on his own, kind of doing his own thing, showcasing his own stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, there might be some Grammy association with that, talk to maybe a nomination or something. I just know that album made a lot of noise outside of the regular hip hop bubble. You know what I mean? Keep moving forward. We have another representative from actually not another. This is the first contribution on tonight's list, straight out of Chicago. We're talking about the one and only Common. Even at this time, I think he was known as Common Sense, with a track we all know and love, back from the early 90s, Resurrection, the original. I believe there's no idea on the beat, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
We'll talk about producers throughout the evening. Don't worry, we won't go there. Let's talk about another contribution we all know and love. The song was so heavy with the jazz samples, but it was such a club kind of banger for the 90s. We all know and love it. We play it in all of our 90s hip hop sets. It's a guaranteed to automatically skip the entire record and go automatically to the bridge. Give it up one time for Black Sheep with The Choice Is Yours Revisited. I love that damn record. I love that damn record. Best hip hop jazz songs of all time, Volume 1. That's right. We listed about 5 songs, one more song to go. Another song that's going to step into tonight's arena battle. It's only right, since we're talking about arenas, there's a little, I don't know if you guys will get the connection, but let's talk about a little group we all know and love, halfly represented on tonight's list already, but we're talking about the full group, Gangstar, with The Words That I Manifest. Shout out to Dreddy in the building. He's going to get a schooling tonight. Apparently, he wasn't aware that jazz samples were used in hip hop. Yes, sir, they were. Yes, sir, they were. Not everything, was break beats and and James Brown. We eventually evolved in hip hop to move on to the jazz samples. And then again, just like James Brown, everybody started to flood the world with jazz samples all throughout hip hop, which wasn't a bad time and place. Again, the 90s was a dope time to experience that because there was so many different introductions and educations that went on because of this kind of sample. You go, what's that? And you read it and you dig and you find and you look and you go, wow, this is amazing. So the educational, teardropping of that, the drip, the trickle effect, if you will, was amazing. So let's go ahead and give it up one time. Like I said, we're gonna get started party with the best hip hop jazz songs of all time battle. We've again curated a nice list of songs for everybody, and we're gonna go ahead and get things going tonight. We want to shout out to everybody in the chat. I see it popping up heavy already. Dreddy's in the building. 210 Gantz in the building. The Diva Speaks in the building. Of course, we're always in the building in the chat. We try to chime in from time to time as well.
Mr. September's there.
Mr. September's in the building too. Of course, he's in the building. He's always showing love. Again, we do this every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you join us here live on Twitch. And if you're watching at home, make sure you tune in by subscribing, and hitting that notification bell for all the YouTube drops that we drop. We drop these episodes a little revamped, a little remixed on Sundays. Again, we go live on Mondays and we drop on Sundays. We'll figure out a way to make that rhyme a little better than that. Let's go ahead and get started. Rounds 1 through 3 all represent these songs that we just listed for everybody. Again, we've come up with a little battle style things of how we do things around here. So I want to start things off with the first round. Again, no strategic way other than vibes. That's the best way I could put it. I thought these songs needed to clash in a sound battle that we are calling the hip hop jazz sampled, right? Whatever. As a matter of fact, one of these records, I'll have to ask Scan about this. I don't even think there's even samples in this one because this one just sounds kind of live time. We're going to talk about Guru with Loungin' featuring the great Donald Byrd going up against a Tribe Called Quest Jazz. We've got. Let's go ahead and set things off with a little something that we know as as a Loungin' by your man Guru. Rest in peace.
Another level. And that what you're doing is that.
Yeah, I'm lounging. I got my man Donald Byrd on the horns. I want to give a big shout out to my little man Nico. He's 2 years old. He's away visiting his grandmom's, but I miss him dearly. Check that out. If I rhyme this, you will find this situation shall advance. You could take a glance or dance. Elevated lyrics to arouse a crowd. Now tell me who's the man to show you how. Many legacies of brothers who get busy. And I do it fluid till the suckers get dizzy. Saying peace to the Blackbirds, 125th Street. And check the flow that's unique for lounging. Mellow out and just lounging. Mellow out and just lounging. Can't refuse this, never lose this. It's a choice, this, cause my voice is the smoothest. Dominating to your voice, cause I've been around doing work. And so have tons of other jerk. Donald Byrd word on the track, quite exact. Giving you the format, Jack. See, we gotta pave the way and display how to lounging. Just lounging. Mellow out and just lounging. Lounging. Mellow out and just lounging.
Record. Today it sells classical music.
Peace to the pioneers, but I gotta try and clear my throat. Check out what I wrote. You can't tap into this unless you know the roots. Word shoot, like life absolute for real. So now you got to know the deal. For lounging, just lounging, mellow out and just lounging. Lounging, mellow out, check it out, and lounging.
Firm and young with a laid-back tone. The aim is to succeed and achieve at 21. Just like Ringling Brothers, our days in astound. Captivate the mass cause the prose is profound. Do it for the strong, we do it for the meek. Boom it in your Jeep or your Honda or your Beamer or your Legend or your Benz. The rave of the town to your foes and your friends. So push it along, trails we blaze. Don't deserve the gong, don't deserve the praise. The tranquility will make you all your fists before we put hip hop on a brand new twist. A brand new twist with a whole heap of mystic. So low key that you probably missed it, but yet it's so loud that it stands in the crowd. When the guy takes the beat, they bowed. So raise up, squire, adjust your attire. We have no time to wallow in the mire. If you're on a foreign path, then let me do the lead. Join in the essence of the cool out breed. The cool out to the music cause it makes you feel serene. With the birds and the bees and all those groovy things. Like getting stomach aches when you gotta go to work. Or staring into space when you're feeling berserk. I don't really mind if it's over your head, cause the job of resurrectors is to wake up the dead. So pay attention, it's not hard to decipher. And after the horns you can check out the Viper.
Competition, them try to come sideways.
Hey, recipes Fife, I can't do it. It's not fair. It's not fair. Competition. This is composition. This is what's going on right now. Again, respect to everybody involved. Rest in peace, Fife Dog. Rest in peace to Guru. We're talking about the best hip hop jazz songs of all time. Volume 1, because I believe there's a whole chapter of songs and battles that we could do with this theme right here. We just put Tribe Called Quest, the great Queens natives, with jazz. Well, we got the jazz going up against your man Guru, Lounging, featuring the great Donald Byrd off that Jazzmatazz. I believe they were asking in the chat who produced most of Jazzmatazz. Just from a quick little search that I did on Wikipedia, it looks like Guru produced the majority of it, alongside the musicians that I guess, starring on the album. Yeah. And if you don't know, again, Jazzmatazz was his first solo endeavor, separate from DJ Premier and the Gangstar Foundation label, right? And he decided to put out a project that was solely based on jazz and hip hop getting together. They called it Jazzmatazz. Amazing project. And again, it's full of a bunch of, I think Roy Ayers is on it, you got Donald Byrd, Actually, I can give you a quick rundown right now. You got Nadia Davenport, Lonnie Liston, Roy Ayers, who I mentioned, MC Solar from France is helped produce and featured on here as well. I mean, there's so many. Simon Law, Big Suge makes an appearance on here as well. Man, the list is crazy. Again, check out that project. This was one of the singles featured off this project. Decided to set things off with the right kind of tone. You know what I'm saying? That real jazzy hip hop mesh that we're looking for. And again, we put it up against a great set of competitors, the great Queens natives. Like I said, Tribe Called Quest with the obvious, we got the jazz song. So we're gonna set things off. Again, chat, I apologize. I do not know how to put the voting booth up. None of us do. So I'm gonna stop wearing that on by myself. None of us. We all ignorant in this room right here. None of us know how to do it. So we're just gonna go ahead and say, be as vocal as possible in the chat. Let me know, is it, like I said, is it Tribe Called Quest or is it Guru? Which of these two records are you going for?
Vocal right now.
Yeah, they pay. Somebody gotta pay attention to the chat. I can't. So
No, so I'm gonna be vocal right now.
Go ahead. Scan, keep an eye on the chat if you don't mind. Let us know. But go ahead, Trip. Who do you got, Trip?
Yeah, you did Guru dirty.
Why you figure?
By playing Tribe, man.
Oh, play him against Tribe, you mean?
Yeah. I would say the Tribe should have went against Digable. They had the same type of vibe.
Why do you think it should have went against Digable?
Because the jazz, it's smoother. It's smoother than Guru's joint, because it's just Guru's joint was like more like high paced down the Tribe joint.
I mean, that's what's the word I'm looking for, Scan? That's objective, baby. Jazz is objective. Like, come on, baby. You can't just on jazz, baby. You can't put your thumb on it.
Yeah, but I'm putting my smooth touches on Tribe joint. Like,
Hey,
Oh,
going to
touch.
try.
That ain't smooth, Triple Z.
I see what it is. Triple C don't give a shit. First vote down. Let's talk about your man, Cool Breeze from the West Coast. Cool Breeze, what are you thinking about, sir? Between these two records, who do you got?
There's a lot on my mind, but I don't know, man. I gotta go with the Tribe on this one. Not saying I didn't like the Guru joint, because I like the Jazz Mataz projects that he put out. I think those are some great projects that
Yeah.
he tapped into. But slight edge to Tribe. I just think it two different paces, as Triple C said. Um, and not saying one is smoother than another, but the tempo of the Tribe Called Quest is a little bit more smooth, and I guess and it gets played a little bit more.
It's crazy that you say that because I mean Trip kind of saying the same thing in terms of like the pace, right? But in the chat they're saying Guru's monotone style is mad mellow, like the Tribe shit, even though the beat
Yeah,
might be a little bit
style.
more accelerated. You know what I mean?
Lounging.
Lounging.
Yeah.
Scan, what are you thinking about between these two records? What do you think?
Easy, man. We gonna request on this one, man.
Going, hey, go Quest. I see what it is. What was the chat thinking a little bit?
The overall consensus is in the chat is everybody pretty much voted for Quest.
Charcoal Quest as well. So nobody.
Yes.
But let me ask you: Did anybody ever really give that Jazz Mataz Volume One, which in my opinion is the better of the three? No disrespect, because Volume Two is actually super fire.
Mm-hmm.
I think Volume Two is the one that has Shaka Khan, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken,
Yeah.
and that's fire.
Yeah.
Again, very dope concept. 3 volumes. Were y'all familiar with it at the time, or was it like a side project? Because again, I know this.
it's
Yeah.
been a while. It's been a while.
This record again released domestically because it is, but they were signed. Well, he was signed for this project as was Gangstar to Virgin. Virgin is also an international right company, and this album internationally did really really well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
I
way
believe
better
that.
than it did in America. So that's
Mhm.
why I know sometimes this kind of project kind of escapes the conversation. Sometimes that's what I'm asking you on the chat. Like,
So
did y'all know about this? Did y'all care? Was it something that
I,
went under the radar because it wasn't getting promoted heavy over here?
I'm gonna say that I remember when it came out,
Yeah.
and the funny thing about it was a lot of people, Guru was a hip hop artist, but a lot of people who are older, from what I remember, who didn't like hip hop, had this album.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah,
definitely had they talk about it too. Like on this, matter of fact, if
Yeah.
you we don't get to listen to this entire song, but at the end of this song, I'm assuming that's Donald Byrd that he's talking to.
Yeah.
They kind of mention the stuff you're talking about. They're like kind of like, hey man, like we just trying to XYZ the situation. This is what hip hop is, and you guys went through your shit, we're going through our shit, but like nobody wants to hear our shit.
Yeah.
And they don't want us to
Yeah.
succeed, and they don't want us to get big and prosper, but they did. They did.
Modern hip hop became the jazz of its day. You know what I mean? So I think too. I'll say it like this, right? So you mentioned how it was overseas, right? So if you've ever been to like other countries, let's say Europe in particular, um, then other countries have a different appreciation for hip hop than we do sometimes,
yeah,
and I think they have a more of a grassroots love for our hip hop, our original hip hop. So it's kind of easier for jazz because even let me try and say it a certain way. They still had a certain love for hip hop even when it was changing for us. So even in 1995 or when Lounging came out, I believe 95 is when Lounging came out, right? Um, so even at this time, I the jazz style was kind of changing a little bit
93,
here.
by the way.
Okay, 93. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, I think at this time, Europe and a lot of the other countries, even Japan, they still have more of a foothold in our grassroots hip hop. They weren't necessarily per se into like the quote unquote gangster stuff per se, right? And they
Right.
still had a love for using jazz and how jazz hip hop was created and used and things of that nature. So I could easily see um, this working. And then even in my travels, and you know that Jules, even in our travels, we actually got to see how a lot of other countries just really respect the old school classic
hmm
style of hip hop coming out of America.
Yeah.
Fundamental.
So, I 100% agree with you. Even now, like a lot of the things we don't do within hip hop, here in America with the breakdancing and stuff like that. You go to other countries and those things they have huge competitions for
Oh yeah.
breakdancing events
Yeah.
over like
Yeah.
France and Germany and those places like that.
The respect for hip hop culture overall, from the graffiti to the dancing to the everything, the b-boying, even the
Yes.
friggin' beatboxing.
Yes.
Shout out to my man Fee out of Austria. He was the
Yeah.
beatbox champion. He flew us out there one time. Like
Yeah.
it's insane the level of respect there. I literally
Yeah.
prior to waiting for you guys in the waiting room for the show to start. I'm on my phone. I see an old clip of Freddie Fox in Italy, and they're going crazy for Freddie Fox.
Yeah.
Like, I mean it with all due respect, he's not even get that level of energy here. Not like, I mean, they were going ham for Freddie Fox in Italy. And again, it's just a testament to, I guess a different level of expression. Because I don't want to say they have more
Mm-hmm.
love. 'Cause I hate saying that. Because I mean, we love hip
Mm-hmm.
hop. We just, and we're also New Yorkers. Every single one of us in this particular room right here. And it's like, if you've ever been a performer in New York, New York crowd is like,
Yeah.
and at the end of that, they go, yo, that shit was hot, son. Did your thing. Like, I didn't know you wasn't acting like you liked the fucking show. Like, what the fuck? Did you? Like, nah, that shit was hot. Like, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? And people outside New York don't get that shit. They'll come in like, New York was tough. Like, nah, they like that shit. But like, we just don't
Times
get it
changed
up.
too, man. Times changed too. You know what I mean? Like there was a time in New York too where, again, you could dance. You know what I mean, and you could express yourself. It's that just changed the hip hop a lot over the years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has. The uh the chat is lit right now. Everybody's just throwing out mad memories of songs and shit. I love it. Again, this is the whole point of it. The overall consensus, it seems like in the chat as well as in this room, is that between lounging and we got the jazz, Tribe Called Quest takes the win. Ding, ding, ding. Round number one went off without a hitch. Again, rest in peace to Guru, rest in peace to Fife. We will be getting to hear that Fife verse, it looks like, in the next, round. Maybe, actually, depends. You know how the show goes sometimes. Maybe you won't. We'll figure out what happens there. But again, best hip hop jazz songs of all time, volume one. Just want to sort of go through the rules of it. Doesn't have to be a sample, but it needs to be jazz. It has to be sort of pretty
Mm-hmm.
obvious. And Scan did lounging. Was that a sample or was that like jazz music being
I
played?
mean, it says that it's Monk Higgins in there. So if you listen to it, I could see that being the way it's produced. I could see it being a loop. Yeah.
Okay. So then you know that it's basically sampleable with some live music as well.
Yeah, because I mean, Donald Byrd plays the trumpet. So yeah. So he's doing his part.
I don't know, Bird. Is Donald Byrd still with us?
I believe he passed some years ago, right?
Rest in peace, Donald Byrd. Again, a must check. And again, we're not going to get to listen to the rest of Lounging because, again, it doesn't get to move on to the next round. But Donald Byrd goes in. Like, he goes the fuck in. All right. And they give him multiple different solos. And then, again, it's a cool, like, little, I don't want to say interview at the end. It's just a cool little conversation to him and so between these two great legends, rest in peace to both, at the end of the song where they're just talking about the relationship and the comparison of hip hop and jazz and what each had to sort of go through. And remember, this is '93, so it's not where hip hop is today. In '93,
At all.
hip hop is still fighting for its position, and that's kind of the conversation they're trying to have right there. So again, just something to sort of think about. Shout out to Fire in the building. I see Fire in the building. Ooh, it's kind of lit tonight. I know Hope will be jealous tonight. I know the chat is kind of popping right now. I like that. Fire signs, or gun sign, gunshots in the air. Yeah, yeah. I like that. I like that. I like that. Especially on jazz night. I like that. I like that. I like
You're supposed to do the snaps. You gotta do the snaps.
I think Hobo's watching in between innings.
You think he might be?
Nah.
Somebody start up the Jazz Fest? Come on, Scan.
Speaking of snaps, we got to move on to round number two. Round number two, again, we're talking the best hip hop jazz songs of all time. Volume one, because I believe there will be a volume two. We had to put two other good songs on the list. Again, if you didn't know which ones we talked about earlier tonight, let's just talk about the next two that are coming up. Y'all know which one?
No.
I'm cool like that. I thought it was cool like that. Okay, Digable Plan and Free Birth the Slick, cool like that. stand-up bass. We're gonna call this the stand-up bass round because if you know what that means,
The upright bass, the upright.
pardon me, the upright bass round. So if you know what that means, I just got stunned by Scandalous right now. You're making us look so bad right now. Get it right. The upright bass round. Digable Planets going up against Black Sheep. The choice is yours. That's right.
Ooh.
Doom, 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 doom. That's right. You can hit me all you want in the chat. In the chat, I don't care, chat. I don't care. I don't care. Get your own podcast. Get your own podcast. Somewhere there's a Tom and Jerry cartoon remix to this.
Eats, beats, and rhymes. Eats, beats, and rhymes.
We like the breeze, float straight out of our lids. Them, they got booed by these hard rock Brooklyn kids. Us floor rush when they DJ booming classics. You dig the crew on the fattest hip hop record. He tucks the kinks and sinks into the sounds. She frequents deep, fatter joints called undergrounds. Our funk zooms like you hit the Mary Jane. They flock to booms, man, Boogie had to change. Who freaks the clips with mad amount percussion? Where kinky hair goes to unthought of dimensions. Why is it so fly? Cause hip hop kept some drama. When Butterfly rocked the light blue suede Pumas. What by the cut? We push it off the corner. How was the buzz entire hip hop era? Was fresh in fact since they started saying Audi. Cause funk's made fat from right beneath my hood. The pooba of the styles like Miles and shit. Like 60s funky worms with waves and perms. Just sending junky rhythms right down your block. We beat to rap, what key beat to lock. But I'm cool like that. 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 I'm cool.
We be the chocolates, taps on my raps.
Hey, Ladybug Mecca.
He at the funk club with the vibrate. Them they be crazy down with the 5-link. It can kick a plan, then a crowd burst. Me, I be digging it with the bug verse. Us, we be freaking till dawn, peace and I. He gets a stranger smile, so I say hi. Who understood? Yeah, understood the plans. Him heard of it and put it to his hands. What I just flip, let borders get loose. How to consume all the beaches like juice. If it's the shit, we'll lift it off the plastic. The babes will go spastic. Hip hop game's a classic. Pimp play a shot, it don't matter. I'm fatter, axe butter, how I zone.
Man, Cleopatra Jones.
And I'm chill like that. 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 I'm chill.
Got that upright.
Here they come, yo. Here they come.
Tell me I'm
Here
wrong.
they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come. This or that. 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 This or that.
Yo, come on, who's the black sheep? What's the black sheep? Know not who I am or when I'm coming, so you sleep. Wasn't in my realm or wasn't in your sphere. Knew not who I was, but listen here. Press the R-E-S, yes, I guess I can start. If it's alright with you, I'll rip this head joint apart. Back middle to the front, don't front. Want a good time, wanna give you what you want. Can I hear a hey? Can I get it, yo? You got a hat, it's for the house. The styling is creative, black sheep of the native. Can be violated or even decepticated. I got brothers in the jungle, cousins on the quest. Debit-ordered uncles and P-Porridge may they rest. Guess which way, what, how? Mr. Long Dress, black sheep slam now. Know you heard the others, only still the lovers. Then of course, the choice is yours.
You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you go with this, cause this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you go with this, cause this is kinda fat.
Where's the black sheep? Here's the black sheep. Even if we wanted to, the flock cannot be weak. Watch me swing like this. Why should I swing it like that? Because in fact, on me it might not attract. Therefore I ignore, do as I feel inside. I live with me. I tonight, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Black, I'm not playing. Need to go with this and go with this with no delay and see. In actuality, wonder can it be? I made it look easy because it is to me. Anytime capacity was filled, tried to rock it. Anytime a honey gave us play, tried to knock it. Never was a fool, so we finished school. Never see us sweat and you'll never see us drool. Out to rock the globe while it's still here to rock. Don't punch girls and we don't punch a clock. Gotta go see you later by the cat. And you can't beat that with a bat.
You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you get with this, cause this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you get with this, cause this is kind of fat.
Yeah, man, heavy with the jazz samples on both. I see them asking in the chat, like, this is jazz? No, this is hip hop. But they sample heavy jazz. Again, that upright bass, I couldn't tell you the actual sample. Maybe Scan could. He's nice like that. But no challenge, no pressure if you don't know. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, again, both we're calling this the upright bass round because both songs go heavy on the upright bass samples. You hear them heavy throughout both. Again, the snaps versus, I guess, what would we call versus the laser discs. Remember the laser discs in the video?
Yep.
I used to swear before I was a DJ, you could actually scratch on a laser disc like that. Yeah, you could do that.
He had that Gemini PMX 2200 as the mixer, man.
Oh, damn! See now you going very specific. You know what I'm saying? Shout in the chat if you let Scan know if you know what he's talking about. If you recognize it. You know what I'm saying? Scan. I expect images on post edit. Just letting you know. Right now. You said it pretty clearly. Again, you see what time it is, and I see them complaining already. Fife ain't getting no love. This, that, the other. Listen, there's only 2 verses on the Jazz, which, by the way, moved on to the semifinals. Just saying. You got to leave some for the people to be encouraged to want to continue to listen and vote for the next few records. Again, when we play the same exact verse again later, maybe I will. I don't know. But now there's a whole new verse waiting for us when we play the Jazz later on. And we have a whole conversation about the production side of it because there's a whole thing about that. Okay. As far as Digable Planets is concerned with production, it looks like Butterfly, who I believe is the first MC, right? Or is he the last one?
I think so, cause I think Doodlebug is the last one, if I'm not mistaken.
Doodlebug is like So Butterfly is it? But say what you will about a weird ass name like Butterfly. Your man wifed up Coco from SWV for years. That was like his wife, literally, like wife.
Yeah, white.
Doodlebug, baby.
Not Doodlebug.
Excuse me, Butterfly. Excuse me.
Yeah, so show some respect. You want to throw Doodlebug a little? You want to throw Doodlebug a little love?
Put some respect on the Butterfly.
Put some respect on that Butterfly. You want Doodle to get a little love too?
What's that? Go ahead.
Doodlebug and Ladybug. Mecca used to be a Doodlebug, Ladybug.
Oh, I see what you're doing there.
Just saying. And then there's Coco, SWV. You know what I'm saying? Nah,
weak in the knees right there. You know what I mean?
Lot of rain. Listen, again, you're keeping up with us right now. You know what time it is. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go down here live on Twitch. Check us out on YouTube, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. One word, all your DSPs. We're gonna get through this round, then we're gonna shout out some countries that be tuning in on the audio side. That's why at UCCC. Got everybody in the chat. I hope, like I said, I hope you understand why these songs aren't playing in their entirety, because we got to play them hopefully again if they move on to the next round. But we're gonna ask everybody right now in the chat. I need you to be vocal once again. DJ Hobo, shout out to him, is not joining us this evening. Shout out to the good Reverend Doctor who again said he's gonna join us, and then whatever, I don't know, maybe he'll chime in around
he's stuck on the island.
Finals. But let's give a big hope you get better to Ike Infamous. He's under the weather tonight, so he couldn't join us this evening as well. So, but again, we're holding him down for you guys on a regular basis on Mondays, as you can see with the ground crew right here. Let's talk about it, guys. Chat, I want your answer. Is it Rebirth of Slick, aka Cool Like That? Or is it The Choice Is Yours, Revisited? Because if you know there's an original, we're obviously playing the quote-unquote remix. So let me know in the chat, is it Black Sheep or is it Digable Planets, if that makes your life any easier? If there's any emojis that resemble either of the two songs or groups, make it happen. But I'm going to start with you, Cool Breeze. Representing the West Coast. You see what time it is. Which of these two records are you going with, sir?
I am going to go with Black Sheep.
Going Black Sheep. Nice.
Correct.
Good, cool breeze. I forgot we were gonna do this a whole different way, but fuck it, let's just stick to the script at this point. Your man Triple C, what's going on? Who do you got?
Um, I thought I say Digable just for
You
the
going
video alone.
Digable?
The
Okay.
video set that whole jazz scenery.
It did set off a domino effect.
Yeah,
It's weird because I feel like Gangstar did it first, obviously. Well, not first, but before them. And they definitely got Gangstar definitely got labeled a jazz hip hop group. But you're right, like these guys got the national attention, the international attention. This record, like I said, I'm almost positive it might have won awards like of a Grammy type
yeah,
thing. I'm not sure. Chat, can you let us know? Can anybody confirm that? Digable Planets.
yeah. They ate.
Okay.
They was eating for a while with that single.
And the video was cool too. The video definitely matched the aesthetic and vibe of the song.
And
Yeah.
Jazz
it's
club.
Brooklyn too.
It was filmed in Brooklyn.
Mhm.
I mean, there you go. I mean, they're
Yep.
representing that New York City. Shout out to Digable Planets. So we got one vote for a Rebirth of Slick. We got one vote for The Choice Is Yours. DJ Scandalous, who just disappeared. We need his
I'm
vote.
here.
Oh,
I'm
there you
here.
go.
I'm here. Black Sheep. Black Sheep.
Oh, Black Sheep. Oh, what's that about?
I mean, it's just I think they're both huge records. Both are big records.
Yeah.
Um, I think if I have to pick because it's so close, I would just this is where I would just reach for my DJ bag, and both are still in the DJ bag, right? Both are still in the DJ bag, but I think what's gonna set the part from DJ bag is that the choice is yours. I'm gonna play at a particular time, and it's gonna have a much bigger reaction if that makes sense. Paused.
But the funny thing about both songs, I would say both of them are stadium records.
They are, but that's why I said it boils down to the emotion, right? Because you're gonna play both and get a reaction, but the choice is yours is gonna get the crowd rowdy and get the crowd hyped up.
Okay. Slight
Okay.
edge.
Slight
Yeah.
edge,
Slight
yeah.
edge.
This is really garlic
Yeah.
days are in the razor thin. Excuse me, slight edge. Definitely this one.
What's interesting about both these records is that you said it yourself, both in the DJ bag, which means
Yeah.
a lot of different places that both these artists could get play. And let's just talk about realistically. I think we're all talking about the same thing. Like you can get away with a lounge sort of early night with both these records
Mhm.
and get people moving on the dance floor, or at least
Yes.
get a little, like, oh yeah, he trying. You could warm up the crowd with both these records. I'm saying you can get people on the dance floor. They wouldn't be surprised if people on the dance floor moving to the choices yours. Obviously, I
Yeah.
mean, you know what I'm saying, and obviously with the Rebirth of Slick, it's so popular people can't help but move to it. But both
And
are in the DJ bag. That's crazy.
and I want to say that a lot of both songs have been used in commercials as well too.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're,
forget about 100%. You're right. I
yeah,
mean,
they're big. They're big records, man.
these are
These are
big,
really
big
big records.
records.
These are big records. But like I said, it just comes down to the razor thinner margins that, just like you said, Jules. Maybe I'll play Rebirth for Sick to warm up a little bit, but then once the crowd is ready, then out the one choice is yours. You know what I mean?
Well, let me ask you this. It's more like a joke, but you guys know what I mean. When's the last time you heard the verses for The Choice Is Yours?
You
Like
don't. You only hit
everybody
one
goes
part.
straight to the bridge in
Yeah,
the
you go
last
straight to the
verse.
bridge. Yeah, yeah, but
Like,
that's still.
when's the
But
last time
that's
you
still
heard?
a
When's the
good
last time you heard
thing.
the second verse? You might hear the first verse, but
Yeah.
when's the last time I let the second verse right? When's the last time you heard the second verse? You know what I mean?
Well, to be fair, I mean, if you think about how DJs even DJ now, you're not even playing that much of the songs anymore. You know what I mean? So you're not gonna hear it anymore. We're not
Yeah,
playing full songs anymore. You know what I mean?
yeah. And again, both samples off of jazz records. Again, it's like the level of energy you can get from both. Now, I think they're both similar in BPM. I'm not. I can't literally map that out. I
No,
know
Choice of Yours
you
is
don't think
faster.
so?
Yeah,
Doom, 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 doom,
it's
doom.
faster. It's a little bit faster.
Who's yeah. You're right.
I know my body. Come
Oh yeah,
on,
by a good
man.
amount, by a good 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 amount. I'll take it back. I ain't DJ Hobo Ike infamous who always be like, no, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. You know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We I see what the chat is. I see a lot. I see a little bit of both on both sides. I see Digable Planets on there. I see a little bit of Rewrite the Slick on there. So it's like there's definitely a good amount of votes. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure the good Reverend Doctor is live with us here. Looks like the good Reverend Doctor made a late appearance, but the good Rev is in the building. Good Rev.
Hey,
What up,
buddy.
y'all?
Good morning. Good
Oh.
morning. Good morning.
Not good morning, man. Appliance shopping, yo.
Yeah, he's been busy doing like adult things like going to Lowe's and shit. You know what I'm saying? Rev, you've joined us tonight. We are basically talking about the best hip hop jazz songs of all time, Volume One. We got a 6 song list of joints that represent the '90s golden era of songs we feel heavily were influenced or heavily sampled using jazz material for their music. I'm gonna lay out for you round one and number two that we just finished, and we can find out what round number three is gonna be like. Chat, I see you guys are sort of divided in here. I couldn't really tell. I mean, Scan, was there an overall answer, or did it look divided like the way I saw it?
I mean, I think what I'm getting is the overall consensus. I think was for Choice is Yours. Although I believe we did have some votes for Digable Plans. The overall vibe was Choice is Yours.
So this round was pretty important because these are like two of the biggest records in hip hop, and again, they're both fall under the umbrella of being a jazz samples. If so we're talking about the Reaver the Slick by Digable Planets going up against The Choice is Yours by Black Sheep. Again, the upright bass round. And it looks like, yeah, you see, he caught the upright bass round. And for those not paying attention in this room right here, it looks like it kind of goes hand in hand what's going on with the chat. The Choice is Yours by Black Sheep gets the win.
All right. So what about the good Rev? If he had to pick between those,
Well, again, we respectfully we kind of already wrapped it up at that point, but I will let him know what round number one was. You weren't around for round number one either, but round number one, we decided to talk about some Jazzmatazz by Guru, specifically Loungin', featuring Donald Byrd, going up against We Got the Jazz by Tribe Called Quest, and Tribe Called Quest took the win on that. So Tribe Called Quest moves on. You just heard about Black Sheep moving on, and we're getting ready to move on to round number three. You know what I'm saying?
I probably would have voted for both of those.
I think so too. It was not very heavily sided. Actually, no, there was one vote that went for Rebirth Slick tonight. That was Trip. But
I
again,
wasn't sure of the format. So when I saw your text when I was in the store, like, oh shit, I just started gathering songs. So I
yeah,
didn't
no,
know you had the
we're
songs
good to
picked.
go. But I will say this: we did add Volume One to the title because we feel
Right.
like there's going to be more of these. There's a lot of dope music that heavily jazz influenced or jazz.
I mean, it's amazing, man.
I mean, again, we talked about how basically the '90s kind of mastered this era because there was the James Brown era, for example. There was a lot of other eras, and there was also the jazz era sample where people were just going crazy on jazz samples, and it was a dope fucking era, and we have a lot of dope music to talk about from that particular little time frame. We're gonna talk about round number three right now. Again, for those who aren't familiar, best hip hop jazz songs of all time, Volume One is the conversation. We do this on Monday nights. Triple C, any countries tuning in on just the audio side of things? I want to talk about the people, the audio heads, the people that don't even have time to watch us, but they literally sit there and live life with us in their earbuds. What countries represent Triple C from other countries?
don't laugh at this. We got Iraq.
Oh shit! Nice, Iraq. Salute to Iraq.
Salute.
We got South Korea,
South Korea.
South Africa,
South side.
Oh,
South South Egypt, South Egypt. I'm just playing. Now we got Egypt.
That ain't funny.
We got Egypt. We got Fiji. We got France, Norway, Pakistan, Nigeria, Vietnam, Panama. We got Canada. We all over.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start talking.
We finally made it. Wow.
We're gonna have to start talking to some of these folks, man, about getting us out there to do a show.
Hey man, I'm just glad you listened to this free show that doesn't cost you, and you tune in regularly. Again, we do this every week for years. Again, Eats Beats Around the show. Multiple different categories fall under that, but again, this is it right here. Who do you got? We're talking about tonight. So let's move on to round number three. Best hip hop jazz songs of all time, Volume One. Everybody in the chat, I think you guys are definitely staying in tune with the vibe that we're talking about tonight. Again, shout out to everybody in there. Let's go ahead and talk about round number three. This is kind of dope right here because this is a little bit further down the line of the '90s sound. Again, we have two records that we're going to talk about right now. The first one being by again a Chicago spitter that we all know and love by a man by the name of Common Sense at the time. wasn't just common sense, aka Common, with the original version of that Resurrection produced by No ID. That's right. Going up against, rest in peace, One More Again. He's featured in tonight's conversation of songs for best hip hop jazz songs of all time, but this time he's got his brethren with him. Let's talk about Gangstar's involvement with the words that I manifest. That's right. Common versus Gangstar. Two jazzy little tunes again.
Ooh, pero ooh.
It's about the jazz samples in this particular case. Everybody pay attention. This is some heavy schooling going on right now. I'm gonna learn you right now. This that Resurrection. You might just only know about the Large Professor remix, the extra P remix, but don't forget about the original.
Beats and rhymes.
I still think that's Mr. Sinister.
Staggering the gathering, possessed by a pattern that be scattering. Over the global, my vocals be traveling, unraveling. My abdomen is slime that's babbling. Grammatics that are masculine, I grab them in. Verbally badgering broads, I wish them Madeline was back on video LP. I went against all odds and got it even Steven. Proceeded reading, I believe in everything I'm reading, but my brain was bleeding. Need feeding and exercise, I didn't seek the best of odds. This a lot of text and lies I analyze, where I rest my eyes and chastise the best of guys with punchlines. I'm nasty when it's crunch time. Play your mind like one time, and poetry was pussy, I be sunshine. Cause I deliver like the sun times. Confined in one's minds, I dumb rhymes, I combine. I'm hype like I'm unsigned, my diet I unswine. Eating beef sometimes, I'm trying to cut back on that shit. This rap shit is truly out of control. My style is too developed to be arrested. It's the freestyle, so now it's out on parole. They tried to hold my soul in a holding cell, so I was sell. I bonded with a break and had enough to make bail. While misdemeanor fell on his knee for the jury. I asked no for his ID, and the judge thought it was two of me. Motion for a recess to retest my fingerprints. Stay relinquished since, cause I was guilty of the sins.
That's that early Primo production.
I profess and I don't jest, cause the words I manifest, they will take you, sedate you. And I will stress upon you the need for you all to feed your minds and souls, so you can lead yourselves to peace. I got a real objective here. I am effective here, cause I select a clear method for all. Suckers I maul and fall wrong into the pit of purgatory. I go for glory, I'm taking inventory, counting all the tough luck ducks while I narrate, relay and equate, dictate and debate, cause my fate is to be making history. I use sincerity, but I still bury deep doubts and questions of all the skeptics. I'm kicking clout and I'll even bet this is true. There's nothing so-so, cause I know right about this minute, I'm in it, admit it, I did it for you. Cause this is what I'm into. So chill while I instill that we almost fulfill the proper mission for us. And yo, this is a must. To these lines are my rhymes, I attest. These are the words that I manifest. I manifest. Take to the words that I manifest. Words that I manifest. I suggest you take a rest for the.
Ooh, I had to stop it. I forgot. Got caught up in the moment. Guru, rest in peace, Guru. I love that joint right there.
Mm.
I don't know. Did y'all see the video last week? Primo, uh, he put an Instagram video of him just cutting.
Yeah,
I for,
yeah, I saw that. Yep, yep, yep.
yo, it's like it never left, yo.
That man put in his 10,000 hours. It's natural to him.
Yeah.
he
Natural.
Primo's almost
and he
62.
yeah, that was he had a birthday recently. Actually, speaking of birthdays, we talking about jazz artists. Happy birthday to Herbie Hancock, man. His birthday was yesterday.
Hey.
Okay, that's what's up.
Again, that record could have easily came. Well, hmm.
A,
Chad, what
a
do you
lot,
think? Do you think Rocket should have been in the conversation tonight? Because it's not a hip hop record.
what, Rocket?
Yeah, but
Absolutely. It
you
could
think
be.
so?
Yeah. I absolutely think so. And also shout out to brother from the Brothers Johnson. His birthday is today. And if you don't know, Strawberry Letter 23
Yep, yep,
or
yep.
but I didn't know he played on Thriller.
Mm.
I see people in the chat talking about a bunch of dope stuff. Like for example, I'll be trying to say this to DJ Scandalous all the time, and I'll be trying to say this to Triple C as well. Who's it? The Diva Speak said, "Did y'all catch Marley Marl last week on Jazzy Jeff's
Yep.
Friday stream?"
He hosted this he did the show last Friday.
Well, we in New York, we so spoiled. I'm trying to talk to my two spoiled cousins over here. Marley Marl on the radio pretty much every day in New York for the lunch mix. I think on
BLS, I
When I'm
think.
at work?
BLS, yeah. So it's like I'm not knocking the stream. I'm sure the stream was dope. I'm just saying like this is the kind of shit like we're so spoiled. Like oh no, Marley all lay on every day. Like ain't no thing. Like and I say this to say I be trying to get us outside off the
But
grid
do
a bunch of times to go do things. You know what I'm saying? So
but do you follow them? Because they Jazzy Jeff posted the link. Like if you follow Jazzy Jeff on
it's
social
not even
media,
it's not even about Jeff. Like I said, it's about it's about the fact that like
the amount.
we're spoiled in New York. We're spoiled. We're
Yes,
spoiled,
the
spoiled,
amount
spoiled.
of access.
Yes, I mean, like, dude, Diamond D was just a beer wax last week. Like, I mean, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but it's like he was still there. You feel me? It's like that's and it was just a Wednesday. You know what
And he
I'm
was he was
saying?
fresh off a trip from Amsterdam because he
This is
went
what they were
for his
saying. This is
birthday.
this is this is why they said like they're like why Wednesday? He's like he's fresh off a trip, like he's about to leave again. He's got this day. He
Yeah,
wants.
it was his birthday week.
There you go. So long story short, shout out to Diamond D. But again, that's just a regular Wednesday. And there'd be shit like that going on in New York that we'd be like, oh my God, whereas I don't know if the Diva speaks what city you're in, but like I said, like if I'm living and making this up, with all due respect to Wichita, you know what I'm saying? If I live in Wichita and Marley Marl's in my city doing a whatever, I'm there. Because it's like, what the fuck he coming over here again? You know what I'm saying? But like here, I'll miss he's on the radio, I'd be like, I don't care. Boop.
Oh man, I'm
Sucks.
sorry to hear that.
No, listen, I know. We spoiled, man. We spoiled. We spoiled motherfuckers, I'll tell you. Diva Speaks is in Toronto, but originally from London,
Oh,
UK.
okay, okay.
I
That's
don't know
what's
why I
up.
said it like that, but
Hey
yes.
man, you got to remember, I ain't lived in New York in 4 years, so
Yeah, but you stay nomading everywhere. You be like here, you be here, you be here, you be here.
I mean, just like I knew how I knew it was Diamond D's birthday. He just came from Amsterdam.
I'm trying to tell you, like I said, and if Diamond D came to your neck of the woods, again, we don't have to specify where you at, but you in the Carolinas. So it's like,
I'm going.
thank you, DD Scanless. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what
Diamond
I'm
D,
saying?
Like not for nothing.
Diamond D don't gotta wake up 5:30 in the morning to go to work. Oh, I know 9 to 5 either.
He gotta wait. He breaks night after DJing to wake up to catch his 4 in the morning flight.
Which is
Real
really
He
man.
got bills to pay to be up here.
Real man.
which is really a 9 a.m. flight because it's New York time. He got to
That's
get
true.
back
That's right. He's living on other people's. He's living in the future. He's on Japan time. He wasn't even in New York yet. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't even in New York yet. Listen, we losing track. Round number 3. We just played some gems. Chat, you're losing track as well. I need to know again. You got to be vocal. Is it gonna be Common or Gangstar? Words That I Manifest versus Resurrection. Again, we're talking about the album version, produced by No ID. Shout out No ID, one of the greats as well. Let's talk about it here real quick. Triple C, what are you thinking, sir?
This is a hard one right here, but
I love that original Resurrection. I forgot how much I liked it.
Yo.
Yeah, I might go with the Manifest. It's more bebopish, so that's a part of jazz. That's
I guess bebop could be like a related jazz.
My pops used to say it reminded me of bebop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, we played some Tribe earlier. You know what I'm saying? So Triple C putting it down for Words That I Manifest. I don't know why I can't write this down. Here you go, Triple C. Good Rev, thanks for joining us. This is your first vote of the evening right here. What do you think about Team Common and Gangstar?
If it was the extra P version, I'd be voting for Common. But
Is Extra P a jazz record? Like, is it a sample, like a jazz sample?
yes,
Because we talk, there's some songs that we automatically thought were like this got to be on the list, and then we went looking, and it's like
yeah.
those aren't technically jazz records.
Both he did 2 remixes to Resurrection. They're
Yes, right,
both
he sure
jazz
did.
samples.
Yeah.
And they're
They're
both
both
jazz
jazz
samples as
samples.
well.
Yep.
Fire.
But I'll go with GURU.
You going Guru? Hey, Gangstar. Shout out to Shorty Blitz. I know he's not in the building, but they brought him up in the chat. Shout out to Shorty Blitz.
Yeah, man. We be missing each other. Like every time he hit me, I'm doing something. I hit him, he doing something. And he was like, yo, I'm coming to New York. I'm like, I'm here. I'm like, I'm not even there, dog.
Nah, Shorty Blitz is showing us mad love in the chat before. He's definitely mad cool. Let's keep moving on. We got 2 votes in for Big Gangster at the moment right now. Cool Breeze, what are you thinking about Resurrection or Words That I Manifest?
Words That I Manifest.
Hey, that was mad easy. Today Scandalous. What are you thinking?
Gangstar.
You killing Gangsters. This was a slaughter right here, and I believe again I wasn't keeping fully track. I mean, you can let me know, but I saw a lot of gangster representation on this one as well.
Yeah, a lot of
There's
gangster.
no love for Common. What's going on?
Extra P version, man.
We ain't got no love for Common.
Maybe
that Ahmad Jamal sample is really really dope.
I love that. I forgot how much I really, really like that original version. The original version is fire.
I like the so he made 2 versions of that original too, because the video version
It's different.
has the whatnot drums. So the drums are different on the video version.
There's like
the same
4
sample.
versions of the song.
So basically, you can say 4 versions of the song.
5 if you count a radio version because technically it's a different version.
Yeah.
Clean, like a clean. Damn.
So that's the original. Then you have the video version, which had the whatnot drums, and then the 2 large professors, and then to your point, the clean edit.
Sheesh. And instrumentals, which they were very nice. They didn't have to give us instrumentals, but they did.
Yeah.
They did. Again, sounds like such a normal thing these days. Like, what do you mean? Like, no.
Not for that.
Certain labels were cheap and weird, and they were right. But you know what I'm talking about? Like, they knew what they were like. Like again, we talked about this before. Like a Bad Boy, for example, never gave any acapellas. It was like, "What's up, bro? Give us an acapella." Like, what's going on? Like, why won't you get? Like, certain labels just were not with the shits. And shout out to the labels that did give up the acapellas and the instrumentals. And some fucking sneaky motherfuckers wouldn't give the instrumentals to give up the TV track. So you're forced to do a blend with a fucking hook. And the ad libs. Don't forget the ad libs.
And the ad libs,
ad-libs all over it.
Now we have something called Serato stems.
Yeah, now you got Serato stems, exactly. But I get this is what I say. Shout out to the labels that understood the DJ culture for real. Not like, oh, we have to do vinyl because we just have to do vinyl. Like that was a staple. And it's like, no, like think about this for a second. Again, you guys would rather spend mad money on a bunch of remixes, and we love a good remix every now, but we know there's been some shitty like what I'm never playing.
Some of them.
A lot of them.
Okay.
Right. And instead save the bread, just give us the acapella. Shit, save the budget. Like all we really want is the acapella. We want to either scratch with it or blend with it. You know, say all my DJs in the chat, let me know. Like for real. Matter of fact, everybody, if you're watching at home or if you're in the chat, leave it right now. Name a fucking acapella you wish you had. That you were like, I can't believe they never made an acapella for this shit. From back in the day. Of course, you could probably get it now via stems, la la la. But I'm talking about like, get the fuck out of here. And I'm assuming in my world it would have been an R&B record. Because again, there was a bunch of R&B records that never had acapellas in. Like, oh, I would, you know what I would do? You know what sound good under this shit? Oh, all of that.
And you had to do a beat blend.
They wasn't thinking about the DJ.
Huh?
They wasn't thinking about the DJs.
Some people wasn't. Some people would get weird and give us the beat appella. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
I remember that. What was that record? It was an R&B
Maverick and beat
record.
appella. Like, what? I don't know fucking beat appella. What the
Who
hell
was it?
is this?
The song I'm gonna give him something he can not something he can feel. Tanya, Tenaria, Tanya. Something
Oh
Give us
yeah, yeah.
who?
Something.
something. It's an
Something he
R&B
can
record.
feel.
You know what I'm talking about, Rev.
Yep.
What about it?
Wait, was it I like the way you make me feel?
Nah,
Come on,
it was
Tanya
a
Morgan.
it was
That's
a
Tanya
rare
Morgan.
R&B record of this girl. And it
But
had a beat,
I know the name. I know the
and,
name.
and it had
She
a
had the
beat
long
appella
hair.
on it. It had a beat appella. I'm looking at the cover in my head. She was light skinned, blue album cover. She had a Scully. Anyway, neither here or there, but beat appella was
Hobo,
Beat
you
appella, but
got that,
they
Hobo?
would,
Oh, you're not here.
Oh, Triple C. Triple C with the random shot. A Hobo's not here to defend himself, kid.
Yo, Mr. September's reaching right now. He said Michael Jackson, "Baby Be Mine." Like, all right, listen. I was talking about, current labels.
Let me look. Let me see if I can look it up and find
Oh,
it.
any of
MJ ain't
them.
giving us. He ain't never gonna give us acapella like that. Not
But
deliberately. Usually, I mean, you reach for the stars now. I give you that. I did say whatever one you want, but like MJ is like really reaching. That's like saying I want a Prince acapella. Like, actually, no, it's crazy. I do have a Prince acapella for what's the name of that joint again? I got a Prince acapella. It's like legit. It's not like somebody would play with the sound. You know what I'm talking about, Rev? Like when they play with the
yeah, you can
frequencies and
tune
shit
out
like
the
that.
drums.
Yeah, this is like a legit acapella. But again, sometimes you can get lucky. Again, YouTube is your friend. Mad people have leaked like files from fucking studio sessions all over the place, everywhere. You could find a lot of things a lot of times if you're really, really looking. People share things
Terrible.
all the time. Shit, Rev, I got a file, a thumb drive here. I believe it has like Bonita Applebum drums or some shit on it. Like
Oh, just the drum. Oh yeah. It's some shit on there.
but it's like wave files.
Yeah.
It's like studio shit. I'm like, why do I have this?
Hey
But this is how
man.
people end up, like I said, like getting shit on the internet and being like, I want the acapella from Michael Jackson. Actually, I bet you could probably find "Baby Be Mine" Michael
I know
Jackson
you could. I know
acapella.
you could. I know you can find
Like
it.
legit too. Now that I think about it, you could probably legit copy.
If you talk to him offline, you could go to
Bro, I already
the
know you
site.
catch it. I forgot what video we just dropped recently where I literally talk about that. I was like, we're looking for something. I was like, you know who I would have called right now? I would have called the Rev. The Rev always finds all that shit. It's
It,
like,
it'll-
and it's like a joke. I was like, I need da 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 da. Like 15 minutes
So,
later.
so the Rev is the leaker?
He's the
I
plug.
know.
The plug. He's the plug. He's the plug. He's the plug.
I'm the finder.
So
No.
again, just to wrap up round number 3 officially.
Well, before you do that, I just wanted to shout out what everybody was saying about they weren't thinking about the DJ, and shout out to the labels, but shout out to the record stores that were giving us the white labels with these instrumentals and acapellas.
Yeah.
Beat
Well, shout out to the
Street,
people that were making the bootleg copies that these stores are selling. Shout out to the Crib Records.
Crib
Shout out
Records,
to
CNR Records.
DNR Records.
Cracker Beats.
Yep.
All of them. All the if you listen, if you know if you okay, I'm gonna speak from a New York level, but I'm sure these things got all over
But
the
going
place.
to look for records like these are places, people like Q-Tip and fucking Diamond D. They was Pete Rock. They was going to these stores to buy records.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. But anyway, round
No,
number four.
those bootleg records deserve a shout out because like they made again the average. If you think about just the average bootleg, right? Like I'm gonna buy this fake LA hat and keep it pushing. It's like, yeah, it looks like an LA hat. The level of bootlegging in the vinyl world was I'm gonna give you the green LA hat, and on the B side you get a blue LA hat, and there's also an extra. Remember that other the B side cut from the other thing that never came out.
Yep.
Like they gave you so many gems on one piece of wax. Like you could easily walk away with like 6 songs, and you were like,
And it
I
might
could
be
use
four
all of these at a
songs.
party.
It might be 4 songs by one artist and 2 other songs from 2 different artists.
Yeah,
But
they made no sense sometimes. Like
made
one
no
side would be
sense.
ballads, and like, I don't know, like always and forever. Like what the fuck? Like why? Why is this on here right now? Why is Heatwave on this fucking? But like on the other side is like Mary J. Blige or some shit. You're like, oh well, this is why.
Crib Records, yo.
They used to
Holy
have
shit.
again. You would get bang for your buck. Pause. Like I said, like
For real.
you would get
7,
like
$8.
you get like a Wu-Tang song, a Mary J. Blige song, a Grand Puba song, a
And the
Snoop Dogg
instrumentals.
song. Sometimes, sometimes I'd be okay if you didn't because I'm like I'm already getting more songs than than I feel like I got away with it. But like if you could get again, sometimes they put the acapellas like we were talking about, like Scan was saying, like these
Yeah.
these indie record labels were were hooking us up because there was a promo of that existed somewhere that
Street
was
joints was the
limited,
other one. Street
Yep.
joints.
street joints, and then
Street
they would take
joints.
the promo
Yep. Street joints.
and then make multiple copies of the promo for all of us because it's like you know which was one guys a chat. Remember we were talking about a song that I wish had come out on vinyl. Well, we were talking about acapella in general, but you know what song never came out even as a 12-inch, and I guess it helped push the shit to like multi-platinum success. Was I always wanted at the time the acapella, let alone even just a single of "Killing Me Softly" by the Fugees when it came out because it was just so
Oh,
popping. You have to buy the album, and again, if you're a DJ and you know if you got the vinyl copy, you're playing the album copy. The mix is always lower. It's never like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
wanted. Shout out to the bootleg. That's where the bootleg came in. Yeah, the bootlegs always sounded a little bit rough. Obviously, they never like
Some
the
yes,
cleanest sound,
yes.
but at least it
well,
had more bottom than the fucking album. You know what I'm saying? The album it was narrow grooves. You know how it goes. So it's
Man,
like
shout out to street joints, bro. Street joints was saving lives when we had to do them parties, man. We had to bring them.
again,
When we
word.
when we had to do them parties, man. Look, I'm getting
You
like
walk you
three
walk
three
into
street
Rockin' Soul.
joints.
You walk into Rockin' Soul with like $40,
Yeah.
and you walking away on bootlegs alone. Not regular records, even though I would always get some regular shit too. But just bootlegs. If you going on a party run like that, you easy $40. You walking away with like eight
seven,
records, right? But then
7,
also,
8. Yeah.
but like 30 songs though, maybe like 20 to
Yeah.
25 to 30 songs, depending how many.
Yeah.
And that you're like, no, these some joints. These
These
some
the
joints. Again,
joints.
there are
Yeah.
also some random joints that made no sense.
Yeah.
Mad
True.
random joints, yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And
Mad random. Yeah. Yeah.
they used to let you listen to them before you bought them.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, the Rocket
Yeah.
Soul was wicked. Like it was, you could open the bootleg and play it. Like it was crazy, but you couldn't talk about it. You couldn't talk about it. Like that was a no go. But fucking yeah, see everybody in the chat knows about the fucking boots. They know about the bootlegs. The bootlegs again. If he was a DJ, it was a savior. I challenge
Essential.
any, I challenge any, even if you were a radio. Well, yeah, even any DJ. I don't give a fuck if you were a radio DJ, tour DJ, group DJ, whatever from our era specifically. In their collection somewhere, there's bootleg like crib records, stack
Yep.
records, all
Absolutely.
100%,
100%. 100%.
100%.
promise you. Because even if you were getting legit promos, you're like, I can't wait.
R&B Classics was another bootleg with the blue. Was a
Oh,
blue and red
R&B
label.
Classic was a good
R&B
one.
Classics. Yes.
Yo.
R&B
I remember that
Classics.
one.
So you had to be the D. You had to be a DJ. These were the joints you needed back then, man.
Yo, these again.
Oh, what about the jazz instrumentals? Word. Let's talk about that.
Oh!
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
Triple C, y'all swerving. Y'all ain't even paying attention.
Yeah, me and Bree look at each other
Triple
like,
C's like,
oh.
fuck that.
No,
Bree's been
just
checked
like,
out, but Triple C, I expected more from you. I expected more from you.
You ain't no cop, Jay Reed.
All
I ain't
right,
gonna
we
front. I
gonna get
got
it popping.
some Peruvian food to get to also.
You're welcome. We're gonna go ahead and talk about it. The semifinals are here. Round number 4. We've come to the part of the game because that's what we do around here. We play this game show called Who Do You Got? Best hip hop jazz songs of all time, Volume 1. We've talked about a bunch of records. We're not talking about the current winners of their respective rounds. We got the Jazz by Tribe Called Quest, Black Sheeps with The Choice Is Yours Revisited, and we can't forget about The Words That I Manifest by Gangstar. These 3 records have moved on to the semifinals, which is what we call around here round number 4. Only 2 of these records can move on to the finals, which means round number 4, that's right, it gets ugly, ladies and gentlemen. 1 of these records is not moving on to the next round. Is it Tribe Called Quest Jazz we've got? Is it Choice Is Yours Revisited by Black Sheep? Or is it The Words That I Manifest by Gangstar? Talk to the room real quick. Quick, fast, no gas style. We're gonna get the vote chat. Again, I need you guys to be as vocal as possible because there's no voting booth. Shout out DJ Hobo. Couldn't be here with us tonight. But we're gonna let me know what you guys want to vote for in the chat. DJ Scanners is watching. Is it Tribe, Black Sheep, or Gangstar? All groups, by the way. Kind of cool. Again, the groups Hip hop early 90s, they were groups. They ain't no fucking groups anymore. Let's talk about it. Which one of these groups is not moving on? Cool Breeze, who do you got?
Oh man, this is a very tough round. I am going to say Gangstar.
Is not moving on. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, we
Mhm.
see what the first vote is. Triple C. Which of these three records is not moving on?
Black Sheep.
The choice is yours.
Mm.
Triple C.
Okay.
Yours.
Hmm.
Yours.
I change.
You were such the party starter in your younger days. I didn't understand.
If you want to change your vote, you look unsure.
Good rev. Good rev. What are you thinking about? They're already in the chat. They're laying their votes down. Good rev. What are you thinking about?
I mean, this isn't difficult at all, man. Black Sheep is out.
Oh,
Riverside, motherfucker.
why you gotta say it like that though?
Damn.
I mean, between those two, it's.
Those three.
I mean, between no, the two that I liked better.
Gotcha.
It
Okay.
was that was an easy choice. The choice was mine.
Revisited. They scandalous. Which of these three records is not
Yo,
moving on?
you know what? I came with the group and they busting off their guns, so I'm going with Black Sheep too, man. I'm
Oh,
ducktailing.
they
I'm
out of
ducktailing
here?
it. I'm ducktailing it tonight.
Wow. That's so sad too, because Drez represents, what I'm saying, the Queens, that story of projects, you know what I mean? So I'm a little disappointed that, he didn't get to push on. But I see people in the chat. It's a little bit of a mixed vote. Were you able to kind
It's a
of,
mix, yeah.
was there any numbers? I mean, are you keeping
I
track
need. I
or
mean. I mean. I at least need two more votes to make a solid
chat? Let's
decision
throw
because
some
it's
votes in
kind
there.
of
Like I
split.
said, it looks like right now we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up over here. It's semifinals, round number 4. Three records that won their respective rounds. Only one is not moving on. The other two will be moving on to the finals. And it looks like it's been decided. Black Sheep, the choice is yours, does not move on to the finals. That's right. Leaving the last two records this evening that will be going against each other for the title of Best Hip Hop Jazz Songs of All Time. Volume 1 will be A Tribe Called Quest out of Queens, New York. But we've got the Jazz going up against Gangstars, the words that I manifest, coming from the Bronx. No, not Bronx. Well, yeah, technically they lived in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Boston, Houston. I mean, Gangstars all over the place.
Yeah, they probably still
It's,
in the
this is
Bronx
the
when this
battle
came
we're
out.
talking about tonight. Can we talk real quick about the production
Sure.
on we got the Jazz? Do you know what I'm about to bring up? I mean, there's been a long rumor
The
discussion
P
about
Rock controversy with that, or
who produced the song overall.
I mean, what we've heard is just that it was Pete who did it first, and then Q-Tip went home and replicated it. Um, the most I could say is that I know it's the five stair steps is the drums, that was used, and if you listen to it carefully, you could confuse it for a Pete Rock style of beat that he was making at the time. Um,
Does it sound P Rock-ish? Does it sound like a P Rock beat? Is the question.
to
Is
me,
that
it
is
does.
it P Rock? My question is it P Rock on the beat?
I don't know. Again, I don't think it's Pete. It's not Pete. How can I explain it? I think again, it's like saying you went to P Rock's house. He made the beat on his drum machine. You went home on your drum machine and sampled everything Pete sampled, and then remade it on your drum machine now.
So like Juicy, like the way they did Juicy, the way they
Kind of so
It,
to
it
kind of so to
was
speak. That's the impression that I got. I wasn't there, so I wouldn't know. But that's what
Was
I.
it? Was
he
there any
took
beef?
he
Was there
talked
beef between
nah
them?
hell no. Nah, this
Uh,
was they talked about this in the Tribe doc. It's either in the Tribe. It's in one of the documentaries with Tip, and he talked about
Mm-hmm.
how they used to trade beats.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm saying. When they used to go record shopping,
Mm-hmm.
they sometimes would trade records and then be like, "Oh, I want to sample this," or "You should sample that," and they would trade. And I think that's one of the beats that Pete did make first.
Mm-hmm.
And
There's two examples that I could think of right now where P Rock was vocal about it. So one I saw on Instagram not that long ago. The video's playing for We Got the Jazz, and he goes, I produced this. Like it literally said like I did this beat, like some shit like that. Like it was
Okay.
like I did this. Now it was on his page. I remember his Instagram was his page. I don't remember what the conversation was though. So if there's anybody that can find that, it's on his Instagram somewhere. And it
I
wasn't
mean, I
that
think his beat probably sounded exactly the same.
Two, at the end of the song,
Mm-hmm.
when they're shouting out, he shouts out P Rock for the beat. That's literally what he says. Shout out to P Rock for the beat. Not shout out to P Rock who makes dope beats. You know, shout out to we're gonna hear it now because we're gonna play both records. I want to play the last verse.
Yeah, it sounds like a Pete Rock beat to me, man. Personally, it sounds like something Pete would do. But then I would say this too, right? So something Rev just said, which is true. When you're cool with your homie, like, cause like me and Tola, we would trade records, right? He got it, he give me the record, we traded back and forth. But and even Pete did it with Large Professor too. But you normally don't make the exact same composition, right?
Exactly.
And I'll say Pete, what was it? Rather Unique Pete Rock, right? And then Large Professor used that same sample for an artist. He did same exact sample, but the drums were different. So that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't make the exact same composition. You may use the same sample and the same parts that your man used, but you wouldn't make the exact same drums. You would do something different. So to me, it sounds like a P Rock beat personally.
You're right about that. And speaking of composition, how crazy is that everybody you name is responsible for Illmatic?
Right.
That is
It's that Primo.
The two records need to go back to back again. Let's go ahead and see if I can figure out where we left off on each song. I believe the easiest way to do this, I guess, it would be playing Fife's verse off of the Jazz since we played Q-Tip's verse to start things off. And with Words That I Manifest, we'll try to do the same thing. So just bear with me here. It's not Serato. It's just my computer. So
competition, them try to come sideways. But competition, them must come straight way. Competition, them try to come sideways. But competition, they must come straight way. How's about that? It seems like it's my turn again. All through the years, my mic has been my best friend. I know some brothers wonder, can Piper really kick it? Some even wanna diss me, but why sweat it? I'm all into my music, cause that's how I make tapes. Try to make hits like Kid Capri makes tapes. Me sweat another, I do my own thing. Strictly hardcore tracks, not a new jack swing. I grew up as a Christian, so to Jah I give thanks. Collect my banks, listen to Shabba Ranks. I sing and chat, I do all of that. It's 1991 and I refuse to come back. I take off my hat to other crews that tend to rock, but the low end theory's here. It's time to wreck shop. I got Tip and Shot, so whom shall I fear? Stop, look, and listen, but please don't stare. Suggest to the store and buy the LP on Drive RCA. Cassettes and CDs, produced and arranged by the four-man crew. And oh shit, Skeff and Slim, he gets props too. So make sure you have a system with some fat house speakers so the new shit can rock. From Boston, Massapequa, cause where I come from, quality is job one, and everybody up on it, you know we get the job done. So peace to that crew, and peace to this crew. Bring on the tour, we'll see you at a theater nearest you.
Hey yo, but wait, back it up. Easy, back it up. Please let the abstract embellish on the cut. Back and forth just like a cameo song. If you dig this joint, then please come dance along to the music, cause it's done just for the line. Now I gotta scat and get mine. Underline the jazz. The what? The jazz to move that ass for the chop originates. That feeling of pizzazz. It's a universal sound. Bless the bumpers on the ground. And the 1-6 below, you didn't have to go. Some say that I'm a soldier cause I once had an orgy. And sometimes for breakfast I eat grits and porgies. If this is a stinker, then call me a slug, I ask. Now check it out, all my peoples in Queens, you don't stop. Now all my peoples in Brooklyn, you don't stop. And all my peoples uptown, you don't stop. That includes the Bronx and Harlem, you don't stop. Now to that girl Ramel, you don't stop. I said because ladies first, you don't stop. And to the JBs, you don't stop. And De La Soul, you don't stop. And to my brand Nubians, you don't stop. And to my leaders of the new, you don't stop. And to my man Large Professor, you don't stop. Beat rock for the beat, you don't stop.
You heard it.
I suggest you
rest. For the words I manifest, they will scold you and mold you. Well, I impress upon you the fact that I use my tact that rhyming, proclaiming, and chill while I attract that girl you're with. I got a sincere quality. I give her all of me, cause you're too small to be trying to rip. So let me uplift and shift my gift. Let's go to the fullest capacity. I got tenacity, because I have to be the brother who must live and give with much insight and foresight to ignite, excite and delight. And you might gain from it, or feel pain from it, because I'm ultimate, and I'm about to let off knowledge, wisdom, understanding, truth with truth. So won't you throw a hand in the air? Put up a peace sign and please find it. Though we're feeling good, we should, we could, we would. Stop. Think for a moment, okay? And then sway. Well, I convey that we must do away with all the stress and the strife. So God bless your life. Use kindness and never blindness. And you will find that this perspective is best. Check it out. These are the words that I manifest. I manifest. To the words that I manifest. To the words that I manifest. Take me to the words that I manifest. Take me to the words that I manifest. I convey that what I say will awaken you today. I'll be jocking while I'm talking, but any way that you put it, I'll give you lyrics to live to. Righteousness rules, so I'll forgive you this time. For you are being very ignorant. That's insignificant. I guess you figured it. Hope to be dope as me. I G you, please. Because the pressure's too much for you. I'm your professor. I got the touch to do more than the rest. Confess and can't compete. I'm elite, I'll defeat, delete and mistreat. Make mincemeat of other fools. Cause I'm the brother who'll snatch up the funds and make lonely ones. I meant it really, cause I'm clearly obsessed. And these are the words that I manifest. I manifest. Take me to the words that 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 I manifest.
Words that I manifest. Woo! Premiere on the cuts early premiere too. Early.
Mm-hmm.
That shit gets me every time, man.
Is that the cuts?
The cut hearing, and that was vinyl. No Serato.
Word, straight up vinyl.
No Serato.
Vinyl.
Oh, Serato.
Yo, DJ Maestro says he once heard that Q, Extra P, and Pete Rock were thinking of doing some kind of Beatman project together back in the early 90s.
That is very true.
Oh, I never heard that. Really, Rap? I never heard it.
You said anybody hear about that? I was like, no.
It never came to fruition, but yeah, I remember them talking about doing that.
Wow.
That's just like insane.
Dope. That would have been crazy.
The amount of dust.
It still might happen, but
the amount of dust from that session, like the amount of like just because all the records that would be in there, like the amount of dusty fingers in that recording session.
Literally.
Like cats coming out like. But
dust. This goes back to what we were just talking about. Now, before you even ask, I'm placing my vote for Tribe.
Okay. Speak on it.
It goes back to what we were just talking about with Pete Rock did the beat. I almost guarantee this is a beat Pete Rock did the chops and they were together. He was like, "Oh, I want to use this," and then. And he had drums on it, but the drums sound a little bit more Q-Tip than Pete Rock. So
okay.
So your overall consensus is what? Pete Rock or Tribe? Who made that beat? This one that we're listening. Not who started it, that song that we just heard.
That specific beat, I'm gonna go with Q-Tip because Pete Rock gave him the sample.
And I'm gonna ask everybody that same question, but the room in general, y'all heard the shout out, right?
Yeah.
It's very specific. Shout out to Pete Rock for
that might have meant thanks for finding the record.
That's true. That's true too. That's very it's interesting to see where everybody kind of stands. True. 10 toes down in this position. Scan, what do you think? Like, where do you stand on it?
So again, this goes back. This is another by Super Thin, and probably the first time in EBR history where I'm gonna go with Gangsta on this one. I'm not going with Tribe. I'm not going with Tribe. I normally have to go outside. I think no. I always give Tribe a lot of love, but I think
Stuttering, son. What's going on? Yeah,
I know, because I'm scared. I'm scared. I gotta go outside with Tribe. I gotta go outside. No. I think Gangstar, man. I think this being one of Gangstar's, I think early records, because they did have a song before this, right, when it was just Guru by himself, with Gangstar Foundation. But I think the impact of this record when it came out, not only the impact of the record, the sample when it came out, hearing Premier scratch like this at the time, I think this record, at least for me, it's a little bit more action packed than the jazz. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more going on. I think it's like this is like 89, 90, I think, when this came out.
Can I bring up something real quick though? So
go ahead.
On the DSPs, it's just something I want to point out. I'm trying to be the disclaimer is I'm trying to be transparent. So there's two versions of Words That I Manifest.
Yes.
One version was it looks like it was part of like a single.
Yeah.
They have on the DSPs.
Mm-hmm.
And it is the original version.
Yes.
Off of No More Mr. Nice Guy, right? I think
yes.
So it's the sound quality is not that great because it's from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have some of the other production. It doesn't have the horns on it.
Yeah.
Doesn't have that. Then there's the Words That I Manifest remix, which is what I did play. And it sounds like it's been remastered. It also adds those horns that we legendarily know. That's the thing. I don't remember ever hearing it without those horns. So I didn't know how to translate. Is this a remix? Is this a legit copy? So I said, you know what? I'm just going to play No More Mr. Nice Guy version. Not available on DSP. Everything after that, Step Into the Arena and everything after that, legit.
Probably got removed.
No More Mr. Nice Guy. I don't know what that's about. Is that Wild Pitch?
Wild Pitch, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. I had a feeling.
I mean, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that. So, I played the louder version today. It was an audio choice on my end. I was like, I'm gonna go with the louder version. Also, this remix has that longer intro. Where, like you said, it has like all this stuff going on. So I just want to be transparent. Like I definitely played.
So you cheating for Gangstar?
I actually heard the remix first, and then later on I heard the original.
This is what I'm saying. I don't ever recall hearing that song without the.
Yeah, I heard this version first.
I never heard it.
Yeah, I heard that version first. I mean, the first time I heard it was on Vimby, Video Music Box.
And that's the version with the horns.
And Red Alert, because remember, Red Alert used to come on Friday nights. Red Alert, he would always play this too, because that's where Red Alert. So at the time it was really only I think Red Alert and I think like Marley Marl and maybe Mr. Magic that was only playing hip hop in New York at the time. And Red Alert only used to come on for maybe like 2 hours, 3 hours a night. That's it. And so you had to stay up to make sure you catch it. And I remember Red specifically playing. He always used to play this.
And that was during that. I was always a few days late because shout out to my pops. He used to mail me tapes because my pops recorded everything on TV and radio, like the tapes and shit he got in storage. But he used to send me Mr. Magic, Marley Marl, and Red Alert tapes. So I was a few days late.
And No More Mr. Nice Guy.
And it was on there,
right?
Yeah. I was in 5th grade, yo.
Yeah.
89.
Yeah, I remember, man.
I'm an old nigga.
Triple C, executive Triple C. What are we thinking about between these two records, sir?
Tribe.
Say again.
I'm going with Tribe. Pete Rock version.
Tribe.
Queens all day.
Pete Rock version.
Pete Rock version. That's Steve Trip. Cool Breeze. What are we thinking about?
Oh man, Scan gave some good points, man. And I think that the Gangstar joint was what Premier and Guru were doing in '89. A lot of cats weren't really doing that. I think it was a transition of the sound. I think.
Yeah.
And I love Gangstar, man. I'm going with Tribe though.
Oh wow!
Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
Wow.
What a cul-de-sac for pause.
Slight edge, though. Gangstar that was my shit though. But I mean, I would say DJ Bag, you would have both, right, Scan?
Yeah, you'd have both. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like I think the tribe gets played a little bit more
Yeah.
than the gangster. But the gangster, that song should get played in heavy rotation because that song is still has a lot of good elements to it. So
It's such a good record. The piano loop is so fire. The scratching is on fire. Like you said, he just recently replicated the same scratching, and it's what Rev was talking about. Like he replicates the same scratching. It's like playing the same riff in a guitar solo. Like you gotta slash. Don't nobody want to hear Slash go off. You know, people want to hear Slash play the Sweet Child of Mine the way everybody knows Sweet Child of Mine. It's like the same thing with the cuts. He just cuts the same. Like, come on, man, DJ Premier, man.
These if y'all watch well, Jules, I know you don't watch basketball, but you know the playoffs start and
yes,
I don't know if you be paying attention, but sometimes on ABC when they cut to commercial, they be sneaking these records in, yo.
Yeah.
I catch that in a lot of other situations like sports. Like I don't watch it, but
Like
I've
just
seen that
playing
happen.
I was like, wait a minute.
No, there's certain even pop stations that like
Sneak it in.
when the like Elvis Duran from Z100 is talking, they'll sneak in some shit underneath.
Yeah.
And it'll be like some P Rock shit or something. You're like, what the fuck? And you be like, oh, the producer of the show is probably like one of us. You know what I'm saying? He just goes, fuck it. Like, let me just, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play this fucking primo shit. And like we'll let that rock. And people be like, again, Elvis Duran don't give a fuck. He's just like da 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 whatever. I'm talking, Jackknife Trailer, da da da, overturned, la la. And they're playing fucking Premiere or P Rock or like instrumentals in the background, like nobody's the wiser.
Hey, Jules, so when you're watching the NBA pickleball championship, you hear the sound coming in?
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I literally today got a pickleball sweater in the mail.
Oh my god!
Sweater in the mail today.
You know what's even crazier? The pickleball championships are actually coming up.
Maybe that's why I got it.
Andre
Maybe I'm on the list.
Agassi's
I'm on the
in it,
list.
Agassi's playing.
And it's going to take place in Queens, isn't it?
Oh my god!
I don't know. I just saw the commercial and started laughing. I was like, damn.
What is happening?
But anyway,
right in Queens. Yeah.
I got some Peruvian chicken to get to, man.
Oh.
You got the green sauce?
Hold on.
Green, yellow.
He do got the pickleball special.
So you can see.
Oh my god!
Wow, he does have the pickleball sweater. I thought you bullshitting. Fire!
That's not an EBR sweater.
It sure ain't.
Let me find out you're gonna get a cornhole shirt next to pause or no pause.
Pause. And if it was, it'd be for the Queen Cornhole Champs. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like the way that flows off your tongue.
Yeah, that's right. I like it. Let's never revisit this sports. Let's never
I don't like the way it flows off your tongue.
I mean, it's bad enough the shit is called pickleball.
I don't ever. What do you mean? Rev, what do you mean you do a good in life? What do you mean you succeed? What do you mean?
You whisper that?
Don't ever say that again.
Yo, you could get into a country club with that shit on, yo.
Jules gonna walk around with that joint with some booty shorts and some
easy. Maybe some chanclas and socks. I think you're pushing it. Let's say easy.
Hold up. I want to try that out, yo. I want to get one of those and try to walk to a random country club and see if I could get in. If I'm dressed like I'm going to play golf.
Or, you know what you could also try
dressed
to
like
do?
I'm going to play pickleball.
You could also maybe send a fucking a mail tag or something to come pick up this fucking winter coat that's been sitting in my fucking car forever. That's yours. Yeah, it's in my car for like fucking a year.
How much room does a coat take up in the car, man? Well,
did anybody mention anything about room? I just said it's in my fucking car. Why is your coat in my car?
No!
Still.
I ain't had nobody to
Still.
come get it, man. But
It's still gonna be chilly next week. You still got some time.
nah, I'm gonna be probably within the next week. I'm gonna be up there.
I'm just
But
messing with you, man. Whatever. We should donate it. We should honestly donate it. Like,
It's gonna be too hot for your coat, Reverend.
yeah, nah, I don't even have a coat here, really.
Oh, then you need your fucking coat then.
No, you should get your pickleball shirt, sir.
But I don't even remember what it looked like. I might like it.
It's a pretty cool looking coat. I mean, it's like a grayish black, but it's got like almost like a coal. Does that make sense? Like a coal color.
Yeah.
In
And
fact,
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
it's like I said, it's in the dry cleaning plastic outfit. Like,
oh
it's been in my car for a long time.
The dry cleaning outfit.
It's seen a few seasons
That
already.
shit been in the dry cleaner since 2022.
That shit has seen winter, spring, summer, and fall like a fucking song.
It sounds like it's preserved, kid. It's a preserved coat, man.
That shit is in plastic, just chilling. Like one day,
like a vinyl.
One day, my master's gonna come get me.
You said he had a vinyl coat, Triple C?
No, the irony is I have a bunch of vinyl in my trunk. Pause. Like I have a bunch of vinyl in my trunk, so it's like it's sitting there with the vinyl, but it's also like, why are you here?
Better take it out before.
When are you leaving? When are you going home?
Better take it out before they do that bipping shit.
I mean, well, someone's gonna come up on a nice coat because it's a nice coat. But just to wrap things up around here again, just for the way we do things, best hip hop jazz songs of all time, Volume 1 was tonight's topic. Eats, beats, and rhymes. Let's go ahead and talk about the 6 songs that were listed tonight. A bunch of gems, again, all heavily influenced or sample heavy with the jazz theme. We basically talked about Digable Planets, Rebirth of Slick, aka Cool Like That, Guru, appearing twice on tonight's battle with his solo material of that Jazzmatazz. Loungin' was tonight's selection featuring Donald Byrd. We also had Gangstar with The Words That I Manifest, Common with Resurrection, Black Sheep, The Choice Is Yours. I mean, an amazing list. Again, jazz and hip hop, they just go together like peanut butter and jelly. It's always been a good combination. It's never done us wrong. We can always rely on it. You need something dope, play some fucking Ahmad Jamal. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, Mike could find something, or you're gonna find something that someone using. Oh shit, it was from there. Like, it's just a lot of dope.
Yeah.
Things happen with jazz and hip hop when they come together. So
real quick, Jules, before you close, I know you're closing. Just want to say, Ahmad Jamal, definitely super dope pianist. A lot of guys sampled, and some of your favorite records sampled from him. I just wanted to say that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Ahmad Jamal definitely. Do your research. Definitely. Again, there's a read the back. Well, can't really read anything these days but again, if you have material at home to, if you're privy enough to have some old CDs or records or cassettes, read the fine print, because a lot of times, like I said, the hip hop that we grew up on.
Liner notes, so there's a whole book about liner notes. I forgot who wrote
it. Educate yourself, because again, it'd be cool to see like why you like so many certain records by different groups, and you go, oh shit, it's because it's maybe produced by the same person, or it features the same keyboardist or guitarist or songwriter or whatever the case may be. It's like there's so many other different levels to this music thing besides just enjoying it as a fan. You can dissect it like we do around here. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes every Monday night. Tonight's winner of the overall title, Best Hip Hop Jazz Songs of All Time, Volume 1, was A Tribe Called Quest with We've Got the Jazz. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Make some noise for Tribe Called Quest. Praise to the win. I mean, probably DJ Hobo. I know he's cringing some way. He's kicking dust at the umpire right now. Basketball, baseball. What's he doing?
Hockey.
He's coaching a hockey team. He's coaching a swim team.
Swim team.
Like what other sport are black people like not allowed to do?
And
that cornhole game we're not talking about again. That right there.
Pickleball. Yeah.
Shout out DJ Hobo. Shout out Ike Infamous. Like I said,
wiffle ball and banana ball.
Banana ball. That's just crazy. You said banana and ball in the same sense with a smile. That's crazy.
Oh, nothing beats your pickleball comment from earlier. The cornhole.
Don't be mad because I got the evidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't that crazy. Like, I am. Look. You just got to put the right outfit together, baby. You know what I'm saying? A little green hat, maybe.
Terrible.
Terrific. Terrific game. Again, we do this every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here live on Twitch. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes is the title. One word, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. All your DSPs, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Like, subscribe, comment on YouTube for editing purposes. We're going to wrap things up right now. Join us next Monday night for another episode of Eats, Beats, and Rhymes presents Who Do You Got? Again, the whole crew will probably be together again, and we'll do this with you guys next week again. Everybody have a great week. Everybody, peace.
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 Peace.